This is a tutorial on how to solve the 4x4 cube. And 4x4 is actually pretty difficult to understand, so you might need to watch this video a couple times to understand it. So here it is scrambled. Now the first step is to make a white center. So I see two pieces here, but the way we are actually going to do this is to make bars like so, and two bars together can make a centerpiece. So here is one bar, and we are going to put it to the side. Now we match up these two to make a bar, and then these two bars together can make a center, and then the yellows, and then we make the yellow center. It's the same idea, but we don't want to disturb the white center, so we make a bar, and then we place it opposite white. But notice how we disturb this. Notice how we moved this part. So we put this bar to the side and then reset a white center. So now it's solved and we have a bar on the correct side. Now here is another bar, and the way you put these two bars together is not simply this, because you disturb these two centerpieces. Instead you place it here, put the bar to the side, and then make the yellow and then reset the bar. So now the yellow center is complete. And then do the same for all other centers, but you have to look out for the color scheme. So here is a 3x3 as an example, as a reference. So right now we already have a blue bar, so right now you can make any center on the side. So I can see a blue bar here. Well, there's an orange bar, but blue is better because I can move this over, up, and then pair these two together. Now we have a blue center. And then to the right of blue is red, which gives this L shape, which is better than a bar. So these stay here, and we can pair these two by just ignoring that it's actually together with this bar. So we move down, now it's paired, but we disturb the blue center, which is kind of a good thing because we can reset this blue center while solving the red center. And then you just do the same for these two, but there are a couple cases you can meet here. One of the cases is the centers are in the wrong positions relative to all the other centers. So we can do this. And everything is correct. The other case is you can have two bars here and this X shape here. So we can move this bar to this side, and then we move this bar down, and now we have two bars, and it's the same idea. And then we have this case where they are both X shaped, so we can just pair one set of the green centers, and then we have this case, which is just doing that. So now with all the centers done, we can move on to the next step, which is pairing these edges. The idea behind this is to slice over so that these two are together, but this disturbs the centers, but we can't just slice back, so we replace it with an unsalt edge and then reset this. One case you might meet with pairing the edges is that one of them is in this slice but the other is not. Now we want this to go here, and notice how if we do R with U prime, we can make this with R, U, R prime. It goes into the correct spot. So if it's here, we do R, U, R prime. And then if it's over here, we can do U, F prime, U, U prime, F. Now it's in the correct spot and we can pair these up. Another case you might meet is having these two on the same slice. So this affects both of them. You can do the flipping algorithm, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, F prime, U, F. And now they are on different slices, so you can pair them together. So you can continue that pairing idea to solve all of the edges of this 4x4. One thing you might notice is we have been moving all of the edges up, but now we have all the up edges are solved, so we do a Z2 rotation, and now all the up edges are not solved. And then with all the edges solved, just solve it like a 3x3 with C-form or rule or ZZ or whatever. But I won't be teaching about that right now. After whichever method you use, you may find out that you reach an impossible scenario, which is having an odd number of edges oriented. In this case, you would do this algorithm to fix it. And now we have an even number of edges oriented, so now we can continue our solve like normal. Another impossible scenario you might reach is these. We have two of these edges swapped. So in this case, you do this algorithm. And then you can just solve everything together.